Hello. My name is Mark. Today is a sad day. WWE will not be renewing R-Truth's current contract, and as a result, he will be departing once it expires. This is a sad day if you're a pro wrestling fan. If you love WWE, you know R-Truth. R-Truth has been in the company for like 17 years, almost like 2 decades in WWE. Even though been longer than that, I think he debuted 1999, 98. I forgot what year was it when he debuted with Raw Dog, and then they did some stuff in TNA, and then after that he came back to WWE as R-Truth. And I don't know what year was it, but I remember R-Truth back in 2011 and stuff, and then what he did with John Cena was something else. It was different. It was fresh, and he performed with the Miz to reform or form Awesome Truth, and it was amazing. And WWE kind of dropped ball on him. I think he was supposed to be the next WWE champion in my eyes. He could be, not he could be. He should be WWE champion back in the day, but it didn't happen. Instead, we got Summer of Punk, and then WWE ruined that, and Arthur became a babyface again, and then he made himself again to something more like a goofy, funny, and just a different character that currently WWE or maybe wrestling fans love. And there's some out there that hate it because it's like it's cringy, it's this, it's that, it's not funny, it's just too forced or blah blah blah. But I think when you saw his interview, I think he just want to make people laugh and then break any tension. I think that's the important thing in pro wrestling, broke tension. And then with how current landscape of WWE, it's now more real. There is like a boundary pushing. R-Truth could be perfectly fit in that spot where he broke that middle part and make everybody laugh and just calm down a bit. Like, let's not guess everything up. Just let's take a break and enjoy the ride, making people laugh and stuff. And then that's what entertainment is. That's what WWE is supposed to be, an entertainment show, sports entertainment. I know we're going back to professional wrestling, but when it's professional wrestling, you need a little bit comedic relief to break any tension, and R-Truth perfectly fit in that position. With this, I felt like, I don't know, it's not Triple H's fault. I think his hands is just tight as ever because he's a creative, but he's not the boss. There is The Rock and the TKO. I think we could put our hands and blame TKO, and to me, I could blame The Rock because I think The Rock, he's a board member. I think he had like the power to do this, but again, it's not The Rock's fault either because a board member doesn't mean he had all the power in the world to just save one person. I think he just have like his hands tied again with Triple H because board member have like probably have like voted on certain stuff. But to me, this kind of thing is kind of like blindsided, especially just renewing just the word itself. It felt like you fired him. You're not renewing. You just say fired him. You just fired him. You cancel his contract. You don't want to give this guy money. Be honest. The thing that I hate about this kind of thing, they're not being honest. Whether it's WWE or AEW, they're not being honest about stuff. Just say that, hey, we let him go because of this or that. With renewing stuff, I think R-Truth wants to be there. He wants to do something, but either TKO and WWE just don't want him, because I understand this man is 53 years old. He doesn't have the capacity to be pushed anymore, and I do agree with that. I think we should give something to the young core, the next generation. But even in the next generation, WWE couldn't uh, put them in that right spot, especially in NXT. You fired a lot of people because of like you don't know what they're doing now. Some people in WWE now you currently have sitting in the catering. You remember Almost did amazing things in Noah. Now you put him in the situation where he's just sitting around, not doing anything. What's the reason of releasing Arthur? And to be honest, give him a Legends deal. Let him do something, but at least he be around, just supporting, give him ideas and stuff instead of letting him go. And this one sucks because like this man just carry a lot of things and a lot of different things that you wouldn't imagine how bad it was back in the day, especially in the 2017 to 19 era, where 2016 was amazing, especially in WWE, where I think the only brand that was amazing was SmackDown in 2016, SmackDown Live. And then after that, it went to just a lot of different things. And now this man carried something that ass, but he made it something meaningful. Even though this belt is one of the worst thing ever, Arthur made it happen. Even his character before, like being stupid, dumb, as like his current day self, it's memorable with the my bad, where he was kind of like trying to insert himself into a Money in the Bank ladder match or something, and then in Royal Rumble 2016 when he come into the Royal Rumble, bring a ladder to the Royal Rumble, and he climbed up and there's nothing there. Like, what happened in this? It's a Royal Rumble match, not Money in the Bank. It was funny stuff, goofy, like not taking things seriously, which I love. Like, it's good to have him around there, and things like this you should teach someone. Like Arthur could pass the torch to someone that fit that character. I know it's impossible, really impossible to find someone that like Arthur, but you could try at least. But right now, it just sucks that his final match, his big match, is against John Cena, and that match was ass, doo doo, shit, butthole, a lot of different poo poo jokes or poo poo slurs or whatever it is. It was bad, all around bad. But at least it had a glimpse of like light and cool moment, I guess. But after that, he finished his entire or his final match. I'm sorry, is against JC Mateo and then or Jeff Cobb, and then the final words that he said, "You big bone" or whatever it is. And with this, I'm just curious, what is the reason? I feel like when that match happened, and then the end where Jimmy Uso trying to save R-Truth, and then that's it. It just it felt really sucks. So, JC Mateo, I think again with that ending of the match, Jimmy Uso again helping R-Truth, and then you kind of see that they're going to set a tag team match between R-Truth and Jimmy against Solo and JC, maybe next week or whatever. It's done. That storyline is going nowhere, going anywhere, not going nowhere, going anywhere. It sucks, but it is what it is. We move on, and not just R-Truth getting released. By the way, we're gonna going to that later. But a lot of one talent commented that Arthur's contract not being renewed made them feel as if nothing is guaranteed. Of course, it's all about money. If you look at how WrestleMania tickets, how expensive it is, that's their objective, getting a lot of more money, even though they already earn a lot of money, but they need more money. Greed. It's all about greed. And then another talent noted that R-Truth's departure made them want to make sure their next contract with the company was negotiated and locked in well in advance. I think if you join any other company besides WWE, you should have at least uh, read it with your lawyer or a lot of things, because situation like this, it could happen. I think, yeah, negotiation is a part of everything right now. That's why I think being independent. I don't know if in the WWE contract they had independent contractor or not. Is there any written stuff about independent contractor? But with this, yeah, they need to do a lot of research and then talk to their lawyer and then prepare a lot of things, which is a good thing to do for the next couple weeks or maybe years in advance. I think it's important. And then after that, Arthur's departure has been met with complete shock and disbelief, with one top talent calling it total nonsense and another calling this regime ruthless. And yeah, it's worse than Vince McMahon's currently. I think if you, if not if, the only things that I respect about Vince is that everything is kind of like clean. Like if you saw the ring, no advertisement, no bullshit. Everything is just you sit there and watch wrestling, whether it's the promo or it's just pure wrestling. It's all in the ring. And then what is it that I think in for the firing one, Vince and especially the current one, they have like the same kind of like worst thing ever for the firing people. But at least Vince have eyes on certain people that he knows that nah, you cannot fire him, you always put him in the spot where he should be taken care of. And Arthur never been released, is always been there in the to the thick and thin of WWE. Even in the worst era, in the pandemic era, Arthur always there. So yeah, I think it's just that in the Vince McMahon era, you need to have a good relationship with the boss. But right now, it's just the relationship is not there anymore, and it is what it is, man. It's just life at this point, right? And then Jimmy Uso reacts to no effing need, like this, like recent, really recent. And Naomi like have this battle with Jade, which is really weird during a midst on this like terrible thing. They have like kayfabe stuff, which is it is what it is. We move. And Carlito, same with R-Truth, is not renewing his contract and he will be departing the company. And again, Carlito has been doing alright, I guess, in Judgment Day. He had same with R-Truth is a comedic relief in the tension, which is good for him, making him like this character that I know that he had just never wrestled in the WWE a lot, especially in the singles match, which is it's kind of like sucks. But I do understand why he left the company, because it felt like he never been utilized enough. The only WWE utilizing him on, especially, is just the helping Dom or the helping Finn and JD. That's his role for the most of the times. There is no singles match, even tag team match. He was never like really getting into it. The only thing that I really remember, especially on his returns in Puerto Rico Backlash 2023, that shit was amazing. He got a huge pop in Puerto Rico, which is amazing. And now, and if you know that recently he he won a WWC World Wrestling Council champion in Puerto Rico, the world champion. I, I think that's the moment that maybe or might be some people know that it's done with WWE. But to me, in my eyes, well, maybe WWE is going to promote his this wrestling company. It will be cool, but nope, it's not. So with Judgment Day, it's going to be weird because the story is just that Finn is going to ruin Judgment Day with Dominic's in it, but with now Carlito is gone, and quote unquote, I think they're going to say, hey, Carlito is going back to Puerto Rico and doing some stuff, blah blah blah, in kayfabe way. But the story is going to be changing again. I think I could see Carlito joining Dominic or joining Finn to destroy Dominic. I could see it, but it's over now. The story now have to be on Finn Balor, Dominic, and JD, Liv. I know, and the girls there, and it is what it is. But going back to everything else around right now, just sucks that the most loyal guy in wrestling, a comedic relief and everything, gone. Because I don't know, WWE don't want it, TKO don't want him, or Arthur just say, you know what, it is what it is, let's move on, and that's it. It sucks that he could probably fit into NXT. He had like a stint run in NXT. He could perfectly fit in NXT too, helping the young guys. Because if you remember how he got injured in NXT, I think he could back there and do something in NXT. But it's done. It is what it is. The only thing we could say probably in the next few months, 90 days, right? I don't know. It's now May, June, so we're going to see R-Truth in September or near the end of September, start of October. I don't know. Maybe I could see him in TNA, going back to Ron Killing's character. I think I want to see him going to AEW. It's not going to happen because how loyal he is to WWE. So TNA is perfectly makes sense. AAA or just retired for now. But if he retired for real, and it would be fine for me. I think he's already done it all. Even though it sucks that he doesn't want any doesn't win and won WWE Championship, but his legacy is cemented. He already cemented the legacy as one of the greatest comedic or just talent in WWE. But and I want to say something about people who say this is a work. If it's a work, then congratulations to WWE to play the audience really well. And if it's a work, that's a savage work. A savage. You play with our feelings. We play with our heart, and it's unacceptable. But in the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Yeah, that's it. Probably, right? That's what I think about the whole thing. Is just plain craziness. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. R-Truth and Carlito just got released. It's a sad day. Goodbye.